Here, CNN's Erin Burnett watched the debate together with a focus group of undecided voters in the swing state of Virginia. Let's go to Norfolk right now. Erin's getting some reaction. What is the reaction, Erin?
You know, it was interesting. I was watching them, and I haven't even had a chance to tell them this, but you all really were on the edge of your seats, and people were you really were. I think it's a fair word to use to describe this. People were very engaged in what was happening here, Wolf. And I think one of the takeaways here that's fair to share is that 71% of our 31 people here who watched this debate, every single second of it, thought that Joe Biden did better than they thought he would, and about 55% of them thought that Paul Ryan did a little bit worse than they thought he would. So that's a key headline to share. But in terms of some of how they rate these people at the end, in terms of a better vision for the future and better solutions for the future, Paul Ryan wins among our likely voters here who are undecided tonight. Won clearly on that. But in terms of does the candidate better understand me and care more about me, Joe Biden won at the end of this over Paul Ryan among the people here. So what was the takeaway all in terms of who won? Well, clear winner, unfortunately, Wolf, I got to tell you, this is a dead heat. A third for Joe Biden, a third for Paul Ryan, and a third are undecided tonight. So let me talk to a few of them, and let's go to the Joe Biden. Those of you who thought that Joe Biden did a little bit better. The conversation here was very heated, I have to say. So let's start with Claudia. You thought Joe Biden did a little bit better than Paul Ryan. Why?
He just seemed to have a better command of the facts and was more prepared with specifics, where I think that Ryan was more, again, several people have said this, he avoided giving specific information. But Joe Biden just seemed very well informed.
And all right, let's pass this back to Arthur. Why do you think Joe Biden did better?
Well, I'm comparing it with Obama's performance. I just thought he just didn't allow the facts to be blown out of proportion without coming back at Paul Ryan to really give the points a factual basis. And I just thought he did a much better job than Obama did on trying to point out the differences and whether they're really true.
So these are some of the people, Wolf, who thought that Joe Biden did better than expected here. As I said, that was a third of the people, but a third of the people thought that Paul Ryan was the winner of this debate. And you may have noticed on your screen that women tended to rate Paul Ryan more highly here in our focus group than men did. So I want to ask a couple women, so let's start with you. And tell me why you thought, Mary, that Paul Ryan won.
I thought Paul Ryan had a better command of the tax figures, the explanations that he gave. He seemed to be educating us, trying to teach us, until Joe Biden would bumble in and try to distort things by overriding him, talking, being a buffoon in general. And I was very disappointed in the vice president acting that way. As I said before, I think it gives good credence to term limits.
Term limits, which was a conversation that did come up here separately. But Jennifer, let's go to you before we're finished. Why did you think Paul Ryan won?
I did not. I did not believe that Paul Ryan won. I felt that neither of the candidates did well. I felt like I watched 90 minutes of campaign ads. Vice President Biden interrupting and being disruptive while Mr. Ryan was trying to talk to us was very disruptive to me, but by the same token, I don't feel that Mr. Ryan answered questions.